Reaction tonight to the European Central Bank's decision from Athens, Greece, Davos, Switzerland, London, England. But we begin where that decision was made, in Frankfurt, Germany, with Annette Weisbach.
It was an historic day for the European Central Bank. For the first time ever, they have announced a much-awaited quantitative easing program. Of course, that program is meant to spur inflation in the Eurozone, which is currently in negative territory, and also to help the Eurozone in its economic recovery. The volume was a little bit more than markets had expected. And also, what is positive about what we heard from the European Central Bank today is that there is a notion of open-endedness in that program. So that means that it could run longer than September 2016. So overall, a positive surprise from the European Central Bank, even though critics are saying quantitative easing will not work as well as in the United States, because in the Eurozone, banks are far more important to finance the real economy than in the United States. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Annette Weisbach in Frankfurt.
And now to Michelle Caruso-Cabrera in Athens, Greece.
This is a massive rally for the Syriza party of Greece. This is the party of the radical left, the leader of which, if the polls are right, could very well be the next prime minister of Greece after the election is held on Sunday. This rally occurs on the same day that the European Central Bank announces that Greece will not participate in the massive quantitative easing program, at least not at first. The head of the ECB, Mario Draghi, has said that Greece has to be in compliance with its bailout program, and right now it's not. And the leader of this party, Alexis Tsipras, says he doesn't want to comply with the program. He wants it to change. He even wants the ECB to reduce the amount of loans that they've already extended to Greece. It is going to be a showdown of massive proportions. It could lead to large volatility in the markets, and it's not clear whether or not these people here at this rally understand what is at stake. For Nightly Business Report, Michelle Caruso-Cabrera, Athens, Greece.
Seema Modi has reaction now from London.
Here in London, the financial capital of Europe, investors cheer the European Central Bank's massive stimulus move. And we saw that play out in the markets, investors rotating out of European bonds and into equities. In fact, investors sending the FTSE 100, an index of 100 stocks listed on the London Stock Exchange, up by around 1%. But what really had market participants in London talking was the big move in the currency market. The British pound climbing to its strongest level in about 7 years against the euro. The strengthening pound is something that the Bank of England is watching closely, since it, along with plunging oil prices, has kept inflation in the UK well below its central bank target of 2%. So what does the weaker euro versus the pound mean for the consumer here in London as well as the UK? Well, it means goods in Britain from the euro area will be less expensive, perhaps making them more attractive. Another boon for the UK consumer, which is already enjoying low unemployment and a recent pickup in wages. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Seema Modi in London.
And Jeff Cutmore now with reaction from the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
The reaction to the European Central Bank's announcement here at the World Economic Forum in Davos has been broadly positive. I spoke to the chairman of Audi, who said it would help them do greater business in the United States, a market that they are particularly keen to tap into. When I spoke to the head of UniCredit, Italy's largest bank, he also said he hoped it would help stimulate growth not only in Italy but across Europe as a whole, even though it may put some pressure on their net interest lending margins. So the business community here at the World Economic Forum think that Mr. Draghi has delivered on his promise to provide more liquidity to the Eurozone and lower interest rates. This is Jeff Cutmore for the Nightly Business Report in Davos, Switzerland.